smart. Sorry. Is there any way to dim some of the lights, or will that affect the video? Thank you. I was blinded by the light. Is that going to be all right? I just wanted to make it a little cozy, but need it brighter. Oh. Natural light is good.
I'm Reverend Diane Borsakowski, and I'm here as Minister of Service today at Unity Spiritual Center of Portland. And I welcome you. I'm so glad to see people are actually physically present here today. And I hereby give you all permission to make noises, you know, those natural noises like, and ha ha ha. And you can cry too if you want, whatever works. I'm so glad to have faces, even if they're half-masked faces, to see. And for everyone out there in internet land, I welcome you, and I'm so warmly invite you to enjoy the day with us today. I'm going to start today with a little opening prayer to center us, to bring us home, so to speak, where we can enjoy the full experience. So if you will just join me for a moment as we turn within to the indwelling presence, the presence of Spirit that resides, that lives within us, that lives as us, that lives through us, that uses us. And we today are willing to clear and clean the field so that we can be fully present to receive what it is we need to hear or experience or know. We are ready. We are willing. We accept all the goodness and wholeness and beauty that is within each and every one of us. And in this space, this sacred space, we reach out from our indwelling presence to the world, to be inclusive of everyone and everything, to bring everyone and everything into this loving, warm embrace that is God in action in us. And I accept for myself and for anyone else who chooses to accept perfect peace and well-being, a sense of willingness to receive all that is needed, all that is wanted, with room to share. And so in deep gratitude, I am open. We are open to receive. And so it is. I have some announcements for us, some goings on. We are actually, I guess we have been given permission in the state of Oregon to come to 50% capacity to our church buildings. And we are open to receiving your reservation to come, so we know how many are coming. If you want to call the church office or email the church office and let them know that you want to attend a service, we would love to have you here in person as soon as you feel able. The annual meeting will be taking place on Sunday, March 28th at 11 a.m. after the church service. We'll be using Facebook Live and YouTube Live for the meeting this year. Sundays at Unity. We are welcoming, as I said, limited numbers of people in our sanctuary on Sundays, and do please make a reservation. Be sure to do that. Also, our annual plant sale begins this week. All proceeds go to our youth ministry. Our order forms are available in our weekly newsletter that comes to you, or by calling or emailing the church office. Easter, we have a lot of wonderful things planned for Easter. Of course, Palm Sunday, which is March 28th, the 10 a.m. service will be celebrated. And there will be a forgiveness circle Good Friday service on Friday, April 2nd at 7 p.m. And reservations are required for that as well. You can sign up to come to that on the newsletter and on the website under the Special Services tab. There will be an Easter egg hunt, I'm excited about that, for kids ages 2 to 11. So bring your own basket and sign up online with the link in the newsletter so we know how many eggs the Easter Bunny needs to prepare. Easter Sunday is April 4th this year at 10 a.m. You can sign up to be present physically here on the newsletter and on the website under the Special Services tab. Also, for those of you who are here physically today, we have our offering basket out in the lobby for anyone who wants to use it. I think that's all of our announcements. And I think we're going to sing. Mm-hmm. You're going to sing.
Well, let's sing together now. I am open. I know we all know this one. We've done this before. I am open to receive. Yeah, if you want to stand, you can. No pressure. I am open to receive the love in you and me. Here we go. I am open. I am open. I am open to receive the love in you and me. Yeah, I am open. I am open. I am open to receive the love in you and me. Let's sing that one again. I am open. Oh, it's so nice for us all to be here together today. I am open. I am open. I am open to receive the love in you and me. I am open. I am open. I am open to receive the love in you and me. Know that for our neighbor, and you are open. You are open. Yes, you are. You are open. You are open to receive the love in you and me. You are open. You are open. You are open to receive the love in you and me. Now we are open. We are open. We are open. We are open to receive the love in you and me. We are open. Yes, we are. We are open. We are open to receive the love in you and me. 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 We are open to the love in you and me. Amen.
And so let us move our minds and our hearts to receive.
Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I am a living sanctuary for you. Oh, prepare tried and true. With thanksgiving, I am a living sanctuary. I am your sanctuary. I am a sanctuary for you.
And deep in the center of our hearts, we find sanctuary. We find the living presence of love. As we come together in spirit, we come together in love. Let us meditate upon all those who are not present with us today, whether that be on a physical plane or in this sanctuary. And let's bring them deeply into our heart, our community of heart, where they will always be and where they are now, where we feel our union and our communion with each and every person of every nation, of every state, of every race, of every identity. We feel our union and bring them, each and every one, into our sanctuary, into our heart. And if you are feeling in this moment any sense of separation or distance from a loved one, simply remind yourself right now that you cannot be separate. You cannot be separate in spirit from love or from union. We are all one, and we can never be anything except one. And in this space of sanctuary and peace, we bring anyone we might feel disharmony with, anyone we might have called or call enemy, and say to ourselves, there is nothing harmful that can come near me. There is nothing but good. It is my shield. I stand in the presence and the faith that all is one, and I bring closer to me that which felt distant. Little by little, step by step, I see more clearly that this is me, that I and the other are one. And now I release this and hold each person that I love or am learning to love in a closer proximity to me as I enter into the stillness and the silence. As I enter the silence. And so in the peace and beauty that is my communion with the Spirit and with each and every person as Spirit, I am willing now to reach out and go forth with a new sense of love and belonging in this thing called sanctuary. And so I let it be, and so it is.
So prepare me to be your sanctuary. I am pure and holy and tried and true. With thanksgiving, I am your living sanctuary. I am yours. I am your sanctuary. I am yours. I know you, I see you walk the same way as me. In your eyes, in my eyes, you're easy to see. When you give up the fight, I will give you the stars. Then what you have is who you are. The soul knows when a door is closed too tightly. The soul knows you can give it all away, but keep some for you and know what you're here for. Know what you're here for. I know you, I hear you speak the same words as me. In a way, you keep me safe and living free. When you give up the world, I will give you my love. Then who you are is more than enough. The soul knows when a door is closed too tightly. The soul knows, and you can give it all away, but keep some for you and know what you're here for. Know what you're here for. Let your heart belong, a soul for each of us. Bring yourself to tears, for all you are is all there is. The soul knows when a door is closed. The soul knows when a door is closed too tightly. And the soul knows you can give it all away, but keep some for you and know what you're here for. Know what you're here for.
Thank you. Oh, Laura Berman, you know what you're here for. And it works through you beautifully. Thank you. Well, today I'm talking about the indwelling presence, the feminine face of the divine, or the divine feminine. Many of you, I understand, are participating in a study group that's based on this book, God of Love, by Mirabai Starr. Reverend Lisa is on the 7th week, I believe, of this study, which deals with the chapter named The Indwelling Presence, the feminine face of the divine. And Reverend Lisa has asked me to step in this week, and Reverend Sidney will be taking next week to finish up the study. So our Reverend Lisa can have a much-needed and much-deserved break. Aloha, Reverend Lisa. I am jealous. So my talk today will be very lightly and loosely based on this book, as I only got my hands on it a few days ago. But I love to contemplate the indwelling presence, and I feel privileged to speak of it, because for me, bringing forth spiritual qualities out of the indwelling presence that is in me is the name of the game. And it is the game called I Am a Spiritual Being Having a Human Experience. And to know that God is not some far-off man in the sky with a long white beard and a tablet listing all my offenses, that's good news. God, or spirit, or whatever you want to call it, is indwelling, not far away. It is indwelling. It dwells within, it lives within you and me, uniquely, as we show up. Now, notice I referred to God as it. It dwells within, because God is gender-free. God encompasses all of its creation, including masculine and feminine, and variations and combinations of those. We are looking at the divine feminine today, but I find myself that I really can't do that without looking also in the same moment at the divine masculine. And not so much the difference between the two, but the balance of the two. I think that's what's most important. I don't see difference so much between masculine or feminine, except what stereotypes my Western culture has taught me. Now, just as I might describe a couple of what we normally think of as feminine attributes, such as the nurturer or the emotionally connected, we cannot say that the masculine among us are not nurturing or not emotionally connected, because they are. And you do not necessarily have to be female to be feminine. And you do not necessarily have to be male to be masculine. God, or indwelling presence, or spirit, is not male, and it's not female. God is masculine and feminine principle. I'm using the word principle as law or rule in the universe, as something that is determinable. It is measurable. God is masculine and feminine principle. It works the same all the time. It never strays if it's a law. And out of itself, God created us. Out of what it is, God created us. Now, since it is masculine and feminine principle, all that that implies is within us. It indwells in us. Now, the reason I think that this might be somewhat important to contemplate, besides the fact that it's the chapter in the book that we're on, is that we humans could really use some balancing. And we could use some respect also for the variety that is inherent in every human being. Variety. Your gender is nothing compared to living a balanced and whole life, able to express oneself in all ways, whether that be associated with male or female roles or norms. You know, today I think we are pretty much done with roles fitting specific sexes, don't you think? And what the heck is a norm? What's normal? I mean, think about how many women are in the role of breadwinner/provider that we normally associate with the masculine, and how many men are actually stay-at-home mothers, if you will. They take care of their children. You know how when you see a military service person in uniform, say at the airport or somewhere, I don't know about you, but I have the urge to thank them for their service. Something wells up in me that feels grateful when I see them. Well, you know, when I see a man toting a little newborn baby wrapped in a fabric carrier on his chest, walking around in a park or at the grocery store with no woman in sight, I want to thank him for his service. That's not as frequent a sight, I guess you might say, but it's becoming more and more frequent, and it just warms my heart to see that. I find it beautiful and masculine. How lovely to be free of the confines of masculine or feminine qualities or assets or roles, but to be all of those things wherever those attributes are required or requested. The indwelling presence, or God, is free of confines. It's free of confines of anything, and gender is included, because it is not gender, it is principle, inclusive, whole, and perfect, and you and I are its expressions. We are how God shows up in the world. You and I are the image and likeness of God, and we are free of confines too. And we have handy access to all that we need whenever it is we need it. Now, this happens to be the month of the woman, a month to honor women and their accomplishments and their gifts. It is a month to honor the feminine, and I like that. I like being a woman. I like being feminine. I also like the aspects of me that are masculine. Now, in non-cultural terms, is there something that women can do that men cannot? Well, of course, the obvious one is give birth, right? Yet, we cannot give birth without the contribution of the masculine. So the womb means nothing without the seed. So the feminine means little without the masculine. Or it means so much more together. Now, where I really want to go with this is to emphasize a quality that is often in our culture ascribed to the woman or to the feminine. And maybe it's the same in other cultures and religions too. And that is the quality of nurturance, nurturing. In the book that we are studying, God of Love, Ms. Starr says about the feminine, "You feel her closest when you are shattered and when you are exalted. She dives into the heart of the tidal wave and scoops you into her arms, promising that no matter how disastrous the disaster, she will always be with you. She is in the front row, clapping too loudly when you get it right." Now, interesting, the author capitalizes all the feminine pronouns. In spiritual literature, capitalizing words not in the beginning of a sentence is stating that this is a synonym for God. Mostly we see he capitalized, right, when referencing God. But here, Starr capitalizes she. She is also a synonym for God. And those loving and nurturing qualities of being present when you are shattered, or scooping you up out of disasters and applauding your successes, is not only done by her, it's done by him, when she and he are in balance with that which indwells them. Men who fear appearing feminine and women who fear appearing masculine are volunteering to be victims of our culture. A man can cry, and a woman can raise her voice. Now, beyond that, way beyond that, is where I want to go. Because today, we need to go beyond that. Today, we all have a higher calling. Now, I say we all have a higher calling, meaning those of us who consider ourselves awakened or awakening beings. We have a great and glorious and ominous and challenging call to nurture in our world today. We need to be nurtured, and we need to do the nurturing just as much. We need to nurture ourselves, and we need to nurture each other. I believe this pandemic we are experiencing together and is manifesting itself because we called on it to come forth. At some level in consciousness, we collectively, as a human species, called this thing to be our teacher and to stop us in our tracks, to wake us up, not to keep us apart, but to help us remember how very, very much we need to be together, how much we need to work together. Our physical, mental, and emotional health, our planet's health, and our societal or governmental and economic health are stressed and distressed. We have become so separate long before the pandemic, so lost in our identities, our individuality, so lost in selfishness and greed, so lost in me, that we have forgotten the we. We've done it to our bodies with so many self-inflicted diseases. We've done it to the planet by making it the source of our financial wealth. without care or concern of the damage that we've inflicted. We've done it by going way too fast for way too long. You ever remember hearing yourself say pre-pandemic, "Oh, I am crazy busy"? It's true. That is crazy. And now we've got a virus. We've got a virus we can blame. And we can use it to separate us from each other even more. Or we can use it as a teacher. We manifested quite the lesson plan, didn't we? The good news is that the indwelling presence never went anywhere, and it never will. It will never leave us or forsake us. God just awaits our recognition. That is a very, very important and large statement. God just awaits our recognition. The indwelling presence is waiting, very simply and quietly waiting for us to turn to it, to turn within, to experience our wholeness again, to experience our oneness again, our oneness with it and with each other. Now, I know I don't have to go over all the challenges that we have all been experiencing just this past year. You are probably well aware of the details of those challenges. But I ask you, are you as aware of the indwelling presence? Have you been able to, or are you willing to now, make yourself available to that still, small voice within that all the great spiritual teachers talk about? We have to stop the struggle. We have to hit the pause button in our suffering. Stop the complaints. Stop the fear long enough, just long enough to be still and know that I am God. To be still for a moment so the silence and the space between thoughts gets bigger and deeper and gains control. The space. So that God, or indwelling presence, can speak. Not so much in words, perhaps, but it can make itself known to you in just the way you individually need it to, because it indwells you and it knows you. It knows you as itself. Thank goodness it doesn't know what you know about yourself, because that's probably full of a lot of limitation and a whole lot of chatter. And Spirit within does not know you as limited. It does not comprehend. It cannot compute what it is not. Limitation, it is not. It knows you as itself. Friends, companions on the path, we not only need to listen to the indwelling presence, we need to get out of ourselves and our stuff, pandemic or not, long enough to be the presence that indwells us, to be it in the outer world. Take whatever strength and recognition of wholeness that you can muster and share it with others. It's a call. If you and I can get outside of our own pain, we will find how very much we have to offer, and how whatever pain that we have diminishes in the very act of nurturing the other. It's time to step outside of your challenges and be God. I know it's very hard. I mean, you don't know what I've suffered. Yeah. But like Nike says, just do it. Sharing your wholeness with the other. Share it, no matter what. You have to find your wholeness before you can share it. That's the trick. So you have to dig and look if what you are having is pain and suffering right now. You have to dig deeper to that indwelling presence to find your wholeness, not just for you, but for all of us, so that we all may grow through this. So it makes you rise to the occasion. It makes you rise to the occasion of yourself, higher self, not your lesser sense of self. The best thing you can do for others is share your ears. Listen. Listen to somebody else's story of loss, because we need to express that. Nothing heals more than being heard and being able to tell your story to one who cares. Not one who gets into the pain of it with you, but one who holds you in what we call the high watch as you share your story. No airy-fairy affirmations, just listening and remaining in that high place with the indwelling presence in the forefront. I believe there is no one within earshot of me right now who does not have the capacity or the ability to do that, to be the ears someone needs right now. Get out of yourself for just a moment and be present. Be the presence. Be the presence for your brother and your sister. Be able to say, I am your sanctuary, like Laura just sang for us. Right where you are, right now. If that is steeped in pain or loss or fear of loss, I know with you the indwelling presence that knows you as itself. You are whole even if you don't feel it. It doesn't care. It's being whole within you, as you. Whatever it is that you are facing right now, I know for you that you are enough. You are enough and then some. The then some is what you have to give to others. As Laura's song, Know What You're Here For, says, who you are is more than enough. One day, we will be beyond this. Right now, this I am referring to, of course, is the drama of the pandemic. Some other time, I will say the same thing. One day, we will be beyond this, about something else that shows up when the pandemic is history. I like imagining the pandemic as history. And it fades in my memory. Oh yeah, I spoke to people wearing masks. I would like to offer you the possibility that you who are traveling the awakening path, the path of awakening, you are capable at the drop of a hat, at the drop of a thought that does not serve, to be beyond this painful thing right now. You are capable of being beyond this pain right now. Right now. Right now. You see, it's a choice in the now that changes everything. And sustained, it manifests as something different too. The now, in a new choice, changes everything. And I'm letting that choice be love. Love is everything, right? Love changes everything when it becomes everything in our conscious minds, in our conscious attention. Love changes everything. Love is the only thought. Love is feminine, and love is masculine. Love is the indwelling spirit of life. Love is to be shared, and it can never be separated from us or taken from us. And we can never be separated from it. Man or woman, or a beautiful blend, masculine and feminine, we are here to love and nurture ourselves and each other in our wholeness, in our allness, in our blendedness, and in our unity. So I ask you to get ready for the end of the drama. Shall we? Get ready for the end of the drama. The indwelling presence is eternally and consistently speaking. All we have to do is listen. Stop what we are doing if it's not working for our health. Stop what we are doing and simply listen. After all of this, after all that I have been through, after all that I have become, indwelling spirit, what is next for me to co-create? As you will hear in Laura's upcoming song, Godspeed, she says, peel off the film, a layer each day, till the last of the drama has faded away. Ask, what's next? What am I called to be? What am I called to do? What is my higher calling? The indwelling presence is ready to answer. Are we ready to listen? Are we ready to let the drama fade away? Whatever it is we feel we need to support us, to nurture us, to bring us toward our good and the good of all, whatever we need to get there is provided by the provider, the supporter, the nurturer, the good. The provider is Mother, Father, God. It is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And God uses us by indwelling us as we let it. And it expresses its love as us. We are the instruments of God's love. As we let it, as we give it room, as we pay attention and turn within to receive it, and so we shall. And so it is. Thank you. Namaste. I feel moved to do a spiritual mind treatment for us all as we move into the rest of our day, as we move into the rest of this service. If you will join me, a spiritual mind treatment is an affirmative prayer. It is an accepting of the good and the wholeness that we already are. It is accepting the attributes and qualities of the indwelling presence that we already have. It is not asking God for anything. It is being God. It is affirming that we are that and we are bringing it forth. So right now, in your own mind, wherever you are, think to yourself of that special attribute of the divine feminine, the divine masculine, that you want to bring forth more of. What attribute of God would you like to see live you more fully? And as you contemplate that, we'll go within. As I speak my word, the word of energy and power, that as I declare out of the indwelling God that is within me, I declare and affirm the truth of my being and the truth of being human in the divine. I accept right now physical and emotional and mental well-being, because it is what wholeness is. These things, these experiences of myself, of ourselves, are holy. They are whole and holy. And that physical and mental and emotional well-being is so dominant in my experience that I now see myself as the power and the poise available to God to live through me. I see myself as I speak for all. I see myself living the fullness, the prosperity, the health, the vitality, and the love that is the quality of God within. I need go nowhere to look for it. It is me. It is we. And so whatever it is that seemed before we sat down to be out of alignment, to be missing, to be painful, to be unfulfilled, whatever that might have been, it is the past. Because in this moment now, there is nothing but brilliance. There is nothing but inspiration and guidance fully operating through each and every one of us as we accept it, as we know right now we have enough, we are more than enough, and we share that. We are willing and able to share that. We emanate the divine indwelling presence. We are so full of life and light and love that we overflow. And in this overflowing, we heal. We return to wholeness. And anyone within our thought, which is everyone in the world, is privy to this beautiful truth and its manifestation in form or in experience. I am so very grateful to know these truths. I am so very grateful to be the clear and pure instrument through which it flows. The I am that I am, the I am that we are, speaks clearly and succinctly and lovingly. And it says, all is well. And so it is. And now I search for what to do next. I believe it's the offering at this point. All right. We have the opportunity here to leave our offering in the basket out in the lobby. But those of you who are watching from home or from wherever you are, I want to bless whatever it is that you have as a gift to give to this community so that it may thrive, so that we may thrive. As I said before, we are one, and out of this oneness, we fulfill the promises, and we fulfill the possibilities that this sanctuary is. So I ask you to bless your offering right now as you hold it in your heart, as we say together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. And I believe it will eventually say for you where you can text your gift as well.
Light a candle, close the door, silence the voices making you wrong. Lift up the veil and see in yourself the truth that's been stirring inside this tale. Oh, the truth that's been stirring inside this tale. Go, go, my friend. Use your wings the best that you can. Godspeed, my dear. Godspeed, my dear. There's nothing left for me here. Oh, there is nothing left for me here. Ooh, yeah. I've been on this road many times before. Some days I think that I won't let it go. But freedom means more than this circling around, blessing the stuff that's been dragging me down. Oh, blessing the stuff that's been dragging me down. Oh, go, go, my friend. You know this love is everything, it's everything. And Godspeed, my dear. Godspeed, my dear. There's nothing left for me here. Oh, Godspeed, my dear. Godspeed, my dear. There's nothing left for me here. Oh, there's nothing left here. There is nothing left here. Peel off the film a layer each day till the last of the drama has faded away. faded away. Oh, the last of the drama has faded away.
Love that. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's beautiful, Laura.
Thank you.
She wrote my talk for me, you know.
You're
Pretty-
welcome.
Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. All righty. Well, I guess we get to go back to our tradition of singing the peace song together. So if everyone here will stand, and if you want to stand in your home, we'll imagine ourselves connected. Even though we're not here together, we are in spirit.
Yes, we are. And can we sing out? Because I'm a little rusty. I can't believe I admitted that
You
on the
sing
live
out.
stream. Here we go. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Let's join together and say the unity prayer. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you for being here. Have a glorious week.